Well, so let's quickly analyze what's been happening in the Indian market for the last year or so. As you all know, SUVs really are the flavor of the month, the year, the decade, really, you can say, because 50% of cars sold in India are now SUVs, and most of them are in the upper end of the price band. Cars like the Hyundai Creta is a bestseller, cars like the Mahindra Scorpio is a bestseller, and the pricing of these cars is on an average around 20 lakh rupees. So, India has become an SUV market, and it's not just the big and large SUVs, even compact SUVs or crossovers, which a lot of manufacturers sell, like the Tata Punch, as well as the Hyundai Extra and the Maruti Suzuki Fronx, are being bought by first-time car buyers, and these cars are selling in large numbers as well. In fact, all the five cars that I've listed are consistently in the top 10 selling cars. In fact, the Creta, the Brezza, the Nexon, the Punch, and the Fronx, these five cars are always there in the top five best selling cars, which means that the SUV craze is there for real. And the only sedan in the top 10 car list is the Maruti Suzuki Desire. So you can get some information from there that sedans are now not really the flavor of the month, and the Desire is the only one which is there in the top 10 list. In fact, sedans, the mid-size sedans, are really not selling at all. The Honda City is selling barely 1,000 units a month. Same for the Hyundai Verna, around 1,200, 1,300 units. The only two sedans which are selling, of course, the Skoda Slavia, which sells close to 2,500 units, and of course the Volkswagen Virtus, which again sells between 2,000 to 3,000 units every month. So apart from these two sedans in the mid-size space, the sedan market really is completely packed up, and it's not happened just this year. It's been happening for a few quarters, for the last year and a half, 2 years, that SUVs really are the big thing in the market. Apart from that, EVs have also picked up quite a bit, and a big reason for the EV pickup is because mass market players like Tata Motors have been offering the entire range of cars that they have, right from the cheap and affordable Tiago all the way up to the expensive Harrier. They've got not one, not two, but at least five models. They've got the Nexon, they've got the Punch, they've got the Curve, they've also now got the upcoming Sierra. So, mass market player like Tata offering you EVs is a big game changer, and that's why EV adoption has been so successful. But the last year belongs to MG, and it belongs clearly to the MG Windsor. And MG's brilliant battery as a service thing that they did, the car sales which they did with the battery as a service option, really opened up the market for EV sales, because it did ensure that the entry point into an EV, especially the Comet, which was available for 5 lakh rupees, was very easy and very affordable. So hats off to MG Motors for doing that. And of course, they've made the big difference. But the volumes overall have grown, but it's not a big growth. So there is still some area of concern when it comes to EVs, because the growth isn't as huge as it should be. And also, another big area of concern for EV cars is the resale value. A lot of people still aren't aware about the resale value. So a lot of manufacturers like VinFast are offering you buyback offers. Now they're offering you buyback offers of up to 75% if you decide to buy their car and sell it off back to them in 2 years. They'll give you 75% of the value back. So that's another incentive. EV manufacturers are thinking out of the box and offering you different options to ensure that sales of their EV products really does take off. So those are the two big insights that we've seen in the last couple of years. What we've also seen is the fact that a lot of international players, a lot of global players have entered India and entered them in a big way. VinFast for one, BYD also have been very successful, and they've done a good job. BYD sells around 2,500 cars every year. VinFast also managed to sell 1,000 cars in its first year of operation, becoming the fourth largest player, and that ensured that buyers have a lot of options when it comes to electric vehicles. They don't just have one body type or two body types to select from. They have multiple choice options, and they also have multiple choices when it comes to manufacturers, because a lot of players are coming in from different parts of the world. But there are still some areas of concern. Cafe 3 is something which is still looming there in the dark. That is something which is going to have a lot of concern in the next year, because 2027 is probably going to be the date when it will be officially put into effect. And BS6 phase 2 emissions have already been put into effect, and that has also ensured that the costing of the cars have gone up. The biggest bonus though last year was the GST 2.0 reform, which the government did, and sales towards the end of 2025 really picked up around Diwali, and then November and December. Traditionally, around December sales do go down, but they picked up quite well thanks to the GST 2.0 reforms that the government of India did and ensured that the price of all cars came down. Cars like the Maruti Suzuki Alto, which are already called affordable, the pricing fell down by around 35,000-40,000 rupees. And of course, if you added the dealer discount, it meant that you got the car around 50 or 60,000 rupees cheaper than you did before GST 2.0. So that also helped push sales, and the volumes went up because of that. As I said, the challenges are also there. BS7 is coming up, which will make cars expensive. The diesel engines could also, some of them could also go out of production because they will become very expensive to be made clean. So that's also one area of concern for a lot of car manufacturers. And of course, CAFE 3 norms, where they have to adjust their pollutant levels and stuff like that, could also make cars a little expensive. That's something which is going to be a bit of an issue. The other thing that we've seen in the last few years is the fact that technology and features have gone up quite a bit, especially panoramic sunroofs. Yes, everybody wants a panoramic sunroof. Everybody wants a sunroof in their car, be it a small car, be it a big car. People just want that feature whether they use it or they don't. It's a talking point. It's a party trick for a lot of people. And of course, it's also unsafe, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't have your head sticking out when you're driving the car. But people don't seem to understand that. It's become a fashion statement to have a car with a huge sunroof. That's one thing which people really do care about. The other thing, of course, they care about these days are other feel-good features like cool front seats. Also, some cars offer you massage function. That's all something which people care about. And they also prefer those sticker on those speaker systems. If you have a Bose written on the speaker, then it's again considered to be of high value because you can show it off to your friend that this car has an expensive music system. Connected car tag is also something that we've seen. You can start your car from your phone. You can see where your car is parked, how much mileage the car is giving, how far the car can go on the fuel that you have, and stuff like that. So connected car tag is something that is coming up, and it's going to become even better in the years to come. And these are things which we've seen over the last couple of years, and we will see more of the same. So where does that take us for the next 5 years? What can we see from all this? Well, diesel domination, which used to be there around 10 years ago, has come down, and it will come even further down in the next few years. SUV domination seems to continue. It will continue even in the next 2 or 3 years. Electrification as well as hybridization of cars will also continue in the next years to come. And of course, premiumization of features will also continue because people want feel-good factor. And of course, cheap cars or inexpensive cars or affordable cars, the sales volume for those cars like the Alto K10, the Espresso, definitely will come down. That's probably a reason why Maruti isn't investing a lot of money on their small cars because sales volumes are coming down and there isn't any growth remaining over there. So SUVs is the name of the game, premiumization is the name of the game, and of course, plenty of features as well as tech along with apps on your phone which can connect to the car is the name of the game. ADAS, of course, is very important, and so is safety. Safety is something which a lot of buyers now consider as a paramount thing before making a buying decision, thanks a lot to the 5-star Bharat NCAP ratings as well as the global NCAP rating which we've seen over the last few years. So in conclusion, what we've seen is that the Indian auto market is evolving at a faster rate. It's currently the number 3 market in the world, and chances are that in the next 10 years or so, it could go on to become the second largest market in the global economy. If you enjoyed watching this video, guys, please do give us a like, and also please do share this video with all your friends and do subscribe to his channel as well. Thanks so much for watching.